Most of the time, we identify with a very small and limited part of ourselves. And that is part of who we are, but it's not the main part. So usually if you think about yourself, you think about, oh, I'm Cynthia, I'm American, I'm this age, I've had this history, I can't do this, I can do that. Um, there's all sorts of ideas we have about ourselves. And most of the time they're very separating, and most of the time they're very limiting. And so what we're trying to do here is we're trying to shift the identification of ourselves from solely identifying with that small, separate, and limited part of ourselves to something much bigger. And the something much bigger is the part of ourselves that actually is this one consciousness that's here for a purpose. And we hear this all the time, we are one. But when you look at it, you have to really find out for yourself, what does that actually mean? I mean, what does it mean we are one? I am one. I am one what? I don't know. So, but what if you meditate, or even if you might have been out for a walk and then all of a sudden you have an experience where you realize that you're not separate from life itself. And there's no two. There's just you. And you are everything. You are that one consciousness. You are here for a reason. And what this perspective is all about, it's like here we are in time and space with a body, with intention, with passion. So what do we want to do? What do we want to create? But it's not a personal drive. It's an impersonal drive of creation, of evolution that we all feel. And it's that same thing in you that brought you to the point that you'd want to watch a video about shifting your identification. That didn't come from the part of you that is very satisfied with being small and limited. That came from the part of you that says, I want to be more. I can be more than who I am. But it's not just being a better person, which is fine. We all want to be better people. But that's not what it's about only. It's about development, but it's also really shifting so that you identify more. Your center of gravity is more rooted in this part of yourself that's already free, that's all ready to go, that's full of courage already, joy, happiness, completely non-separate. It's the source of life itself. And you start to recognize more and more that is you. It's not something outside of you, that is you. And we are also developing human beings, so we want to hold the whole picture, but we want to shift from having our primary identification on everything that's wrong with us to something much bigger, much more powerful, much more exciting than that. So